Right. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Godwin Chianugo. I am the product manager for the level portfolio here at GemCetra. And today I am joined by Mark Sill. He is the strategic account manager for our medical device segment. Today's session is all about smarter fluid management in medical systems, specifically how level sensing can help design engineers and commercial teams achieve more reliable, compact, and compliant solutions across medical applications. So I focus on the product strategy and roadmap development for our level sensor portfolio with applications that span a variety of industries, from industrial to medical systems. And Mark partners closely with medical OEMs to support system-level integration of sensing solutions. We're very excited to walk you through today examples, insights, case studies that may apply to your next design. Next slide, please. So at GemCetra, we're deeply committed to solving customer problems through reliable and innovative sensor technology. Our mission is to design sensors that meet real-world challenges, and our vision is to help our customers connect more intelligently with their environments for a safer, healthier, more sustainable world. Next slide. Well, as you can see from the slide, we have facilities all over the globe. We have a global footprint that really ties closely to the needs of our customers. We have facilities in the US, in the UK, India, China, all ISO certified facilities that help us to drive customer growth. Could we have the next slide, please? So in summary, here's what we're going to cover today. First, we're going to consider why fluid sensing matters in medical device design. Then we will walk through several medical application examples, from lasers to dialysis systems to diagnostics. We will also highlight two case studies that can help you understand how you could apply this in your own situations. And finally, we'll also highlight what makes GemCetra unique in this space, including customization, speed to prototype, and regulatory readiness. And then we'll obviously leave it as well for some questions from all of you. Next slide, please. When we think about industry challenges, in today's medical landscape, let's be honest, the demand for smarter, more reliable, and compact fluid systems is growing rapidly. Whether it is high throughput diagnostic machines or a home dialysis unit, these devices rely heavily on accurate fluid level management. Engineers are constantly under pressure to reduce device footprints, improve automation, and ensure safety, all while navigating stringent regulatory requirements. At GemCetra, we've seen firsthand how these challenges affect development timelines, costs, and product success. And level sensing is often one of the most overlooked but critical elements in solving them. Next slide, please. So why is level sensing so essential? First, it plays a direct role in patient safety. For example, think about it. In a home dialysis unit, if the fluid level isn't precisely monitored, the machine can malfunction or even pose risks to the user. Secondly, it helps to enhance device performance and uptime, especially in cooling or reagent handling systems. Without proper sensing, you risk costly shutdowns, wasted fluids, or operator intervention. Finally, level sensing supports automation. It allows these devices to run hands-free, which is crucial in high-volume labs and in remote care scenarios. Next slide, please. This slide highlights the vast repertoire in the GemCetra level portfolio. As you can see, we have a wide portfolio of level sensing technologies tailored for medical applications. You could think about it in two major groups of point level sensors, like our ELS 950, our ELS 200, our LS single point sensors, our LS 300s, and our LS 350 multi-point sensors. These are great for high level, high or low level alarms, or for tank monitoring. Then we have our continuous level sensors, like the XM or XT300 or 350 series. These provide real-time data throughout the tank. If you notice across the variety of the products we have, we utilize various sensing principles, including flow-based reed switch sensors, optical sensors for ultra-compact applications, and capacitive or ultrasonic options for specialized use cases. The right solution depends on your fluid, your container size, the space constraints, and your integration needs. Next slide, please. So we wanted to highlight some applications that are truly tied to the customer needs. Let's take a look at in vitro diagnostics. This is one of the most fluid-intensive applications in healthcare. In vitro diagnostics, that simply refers to medical tests that are performed outside the human body, typically in a lab or a clinical setting. They're using things like blood, urine, saliva, or tissue samples to detect diseases, monitor health conditions, or guide treatment decisions. So IVD systems need to monitor fluids like buffers, diluents, DI water, reagents, and waste. These machines are getting smaller, they're getting more complex, and they're getting more automated. That's why OEMs choose GemCetra's XM-XT300 series. This is one of the smallest continuous level transmitters on the market today. What it does is that it provides accurate real-time fluid level readings in tight spaces. And you can see from the slide that picture some of the tight spaces we are talking about. We also support high or low level detection with our ESL 950. This is a compact electro-optic sensor, ideal for reagents and waste bottles. When you hear that term electro-optic, it means that it just uses that principle of light refraction to ensure it detects the levels. Next slide, please. Another application that is very popular with our customers tied to medical lasers. Here, medical lasers, they rely on coolants to avoid overheating during use. Just to show you the impact, a dry coolant tank can lead to machine shutdowns, it could lead to delay in procedures, or even damage. That's where GemCetra comes in. We help the OEMs prevent this with sensors like our LS7 single points or our LS300 multi-points, or even the XM300 continuous transmitters. These can be customized for small or odd-shaped reservoirs. We also have our flagship capacitive sensor, the ULS200. The ULS200 advanced coolant sensor with no moving parts was designed to mitigate any problems that may be caused by sticky floats or wearable parts, dependent on the media that is being measured. So our compact float-based sensors are especially valuable in laser cooling systems for a robust switch option, while electronic solutions like the ULS200 support worry-free long-term reliability where there's limited space available. We adapt to the customer's needs. Next slide, please. Waste and reagent management is also another key part for medical applications. In waste management systems, we often provide dual-level sensor assemblies that automate waste removal. These help to minimize operator handling and enable sealed systems with zero headroom designs. These types of scenarios are ideal for under-counter or integrated machine enclosures. In reagent management, our continuous level sensors reduce fluid waste by providing precise data. And that is something our OEMs have requested so many times. It allows the OEMs to extract maximum value from expensive or specialty fluids. This kind of accuracy is not just a cost saver, it improves operational efficiency, and it also reduces user error. Next slide, please. Another common application is for home dialysis and renal care. In home dialysis systems, there are two immediate requirements that always come to mind. And they're very tough requirements, the requirements of safety and then as well as cost efficiency. Our float-based LS300 TFE multi-points and the LS1700 TFE single-point sensors, all with PTFE wetted parts, help ensure ultra-pure water levels remain in the safe zone throughout the cycle. We also supply no moving parts level sensors like the ELS 1100 as well too, that aids for secondary checks and alarms. All of these are engineered for low particle generation and exceptional corrosion resistance. So what's more, our sensors are designed for long life and reliability. And this is critical for systems that are used daily, especially in a home environment, and especially when it's often done by the patients themselves. Next slide, please. Let's take a look at the role of level sensing in anesthesia vaporizers. This is another important application to us. Here, the anesthesia vaporizer is an essential device in nearly every surgical room. In this case, the GEMSETRA ELS 1150 sensor serves as a minimum level warning sensor. It activates a signal when the volatile anesthetic liquid reaches a critical low level. It ensures medical professionals are alerted early enough to take action and maintain patient safety. What's powerful here is a dual layer of safety. Visual level monitoring can be maintained if it's paired with an electronic alert. This helps meet regulatory safety standards while improving caregiver confidence in uninterrupted anesthetic delivery. If we think about where the GEMSETRA ELS 1150 stands out, we've partnered directly with vaporizer manufacturers to address one of their biggest concerns, seal integrity. The ELS 1150 has a tight tolerance on sealing surface and a fine surface finish. And this aids the customers and the manufacturers because it prevents leaks of toxic anesthetics. We know anesthetics, some anesthetics could be toxic and volatile, so any leakage could pose a serious risk. Our engineers designed this precise sealing interface with tight diameter tolerances and a polished surface finish, effectively preventing these leaks. Another advantage is that the optic orientation is customized for this specific chamber design. So it not only triggers at the right time, making sure there's no false alarms or no missed warnings, but it also aids them in respect to packaging as well too. It minimizes corrosion risks over the long life of the device. Now, the ELS 1150 has proven to be a compact, accurate, and reliable solution in a very safety-critical application. So let's consider some case studies. If you could have the next slide, please. This is a real-world example of how GEMSETRA helped solve a common challenge in hematology analyzers. A hematology analyzer is a medical lab instrument that is used to analyze blood samples, specifically to count or characterize blood cells, such as red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets. In this case, the customer was experiencing issues with the waste management system inside the analyzer. They had foam buildup in the waste tank. They were dealing with leaks as well too in the field. So it was creating not only a mess, but also potential safety risks for operators. To address this, we customized our LS300 high-level float sensor for their system. One of the key improvements was the addition of a foam baffle plate. This simple yet effective modification controlled foam buildup inside the waste tank. It allowed the manufacturer to maximize the usable volume of the tank. The result was a more compact tank design, longer machine run times, and fewer service interruptions, all critical factors for busy clinical environments. Before implementing these improvements, the analyzer's waste receptacle was prone to foaming issues, and that was such a burden for the customer. What we also did is that we incorporated a magnetic interlock switch as part of the solution. So this safety feature prevents waste from being pumped into the tank unless the container is properly sealed in its receptacle. So that means that operators are better protected from accidental exposure to hazardous biological waste, and that is a top priority in hematology labs. So this case study highlights the level of collaboration we have with our customers, with engineers working closely with the customer, getting that feedback, going back and forth. We are able to improve performance and operator protection. Next slide, please. Here is also another great example of how GemCetra Sensors partners with medical device manufacturers to solve fluid management challenges. This time, this was for a diagnostic system that tests human samples for markers like diabetes, infectious diseases, cancer, and more. The customer needed continuous monitoring of expensive reagent levels to reduce waste and to meet strict FDA accuracy requirements. So our team provided a customized version of the XM350 continuous liquid level sensor, one of the smallest direct reading sensors in the market today. It was designed specifically for this system. Through collaborative engineer-to-engineer meetings, we integrated not only the level sensing, but also fill and siphon tubes into the XM350. We were able to save space, we were able to simplify the installation, and we were also able to address another key challenge. They had an inverted reagent bottle design. Typically, traditional float switches would struggle here. So we moved them to a continuous level measurement with the XM350. We made the modifications while working with them. We integrated a compact three-tube design for sensing fluid in and fluid out. And we combined that with the custom blow molded bottles. This solution maximized reagent reuse, it improved test reliability, and reduced service interruptions. This project here is such a clear example of how GemCetra combines medical expertise with engineering flexibility to deliver tailored, high-performance solutions for life-saving diagnostic work. So at this point now, I'll pass it on to Mark to highlight the GemCetra advantage.
Thanks, Godwin, and good morning, everybody. I think those were some great examples to share with the team here, just to show what we can do. So the GEMS advantage, why do so many medical OEMs rely on GEMS for level sensing? First, it's the accuracy and reliability. Our sensors provide consistent, stable readings over time. Second, compact designs. We offer some of the industry's smallest level transmitters. We offer some of the smallest level transmitters, helping reduce the overall system footprint. Third, the material compatibility. We support a wide range of wetted materials for everything from ultra pure water to aggressive waste fluids. On top of this, we've helped OEMs cut up to 40% of component costs by reducing complexity and combining parts into integrated designs. Next slide, please. One of our biggest differentiators is our ability to support accelerated product development. By engaging GEMS early in the design cycle, we can help solve mechanical challenges before they become critical path blockers. We offer engineer-to-engineer collaboration, 3D modeling and in-house rapid prototyping, and custom assemblies. We deliver functional test samples quickly, allowing your team to stay on schedule. Next slide, please. GEMS is fully committed to the highest quality standards. We're certified to ISO 13485 at our US facility and follow PFMEA validation testing and full traceability procedures. Our clean manufacturing and testing environments are purpose-built for medical applications, and for OEMs pursuing FDA 510K clearance, we provide documentation and support to ease the regulatory burden and reduce time to approval. This level of process rigor gives your regulatory team confidence and simplifies integration into your design history file. Next slide, please. So to wrap up, partnering with GEMS gives you a proven portfolio of level sensors tailored for medical application, deep fluidics expertise to help you overcome design hurdles early on, compact, cost-effective, and customizable components, accelerated development timelines, and regulatory-ready quality processes. We've helped medical device OEMs bring innovative, high-performing, and compliant devices to the market on time and on budget, and we'd love to do the same for you. Next slide, please. So that'll conclude the slide portion of our presentation today, and now we're going to open it up to any questions.
Thank you, Godwin and Mark. It looks like we did have a couple of questions come through. So the first one is, what is the typical sensor life cycle in a high frequency application like home dialysis?
Thank you so much. That is an excellent question. So to answer that, consider the millions of cycles required for a home dialysis system. Our float sensors are validated for that volume, or millions of cycles with long-term reliability and reliable switching even under daily operation.
Great, thank you. All right, our next question is, how do you prevent false readings due to foam in waste tanks?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And it's something we encountered even with our specific customers, as we highlighted in our application. What we do is we provide custom solutions with foam baffles and magnetic floats, like we saw in our hematology analyzer case studies. These solutions improve sensor reliability while enabling more compact waste tank designs. We also address these scenarios via the application of a time delay mechanism on the ULS 200. So that's our advanced coolant capacitive sensor. And what that does is that it ensures the sensor only actuates once the foam-induced false contact has ceased beyond the preset delay.
Thank you. All right, next question here. What's the experience with OEM support in custom projects?
Thank you. That is pretty much our bread and butter. We follow a 4-step solution process. What we do is we consider the application's requirements. We perform a review by working with the engineers. Then we do a technical consultation schedule. And what that means is that we pretty much sit down with you to try to understand what your application is focused on, what are your consistent customer needs. And then we do a cross-functional team collaboration. We don't just take your requirements and just leave you hanging. No, we work closely with you to ensure that there's a clear understanding of what that entails. And then finally, a partnership through commercial release. We are always looking for customers where this gives us great case studies where we can show that our sensors are reliable and have addressed very unique needs.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, one more question for you. Does Cetra offer a non-contact continuous level sensor?
Thank you. That's a good question. We recognize that that is as the world is going more and more becoming more advanced with modern technology. That is a request that's coming up now. Jeff Cetra at this point in time does not currently offer a non-contact continuous level sensor. Our current portfolio focuses on the floats, electro-optic, and capacitive point and continuous technologies. What we do have is an ultrasonic level sensor as well too that can be adapted dependent on the customer's needs. That said, we recognize the growing demand for non-contact continuous sensing, and we are actively developing solutions in this particular area.
Thank you, Godwin. Okay, it looks like we don't have any other questions that came through. I'll give everyone another minute if they have any to type in. But just wanted to let everyone on the call know that we will be sending you a recording of the webinar following the presentation today. So you will be able to review it.
And one thing I want to put out there before we get off today, if anybody doesn't feel comfortable asking a question in this forum, or you have a more individual specific question regarding a specific product or project, I'd be glad to schedule some time that we can talk about it offline, specifically how we can help you.
Thanks, Mark. Looks like we did get one more question in. What is the typical sensor output for continuous level sensors?
That's a good question. I can answer that. So we have a variety of sensor outputs. It all depends on the customer needs. We can go either an analog level of output as well as digital forms of output. It all depends on the type of product that we are dealing with, specifically for that customer scenario and whatever electrical terminations that they prefer.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right, and we got another question here. Do you have engineering resources that can assist in the design phase of equipment design?
Absolutely. We are even eager to work with our customers in the design phase because that is the period where we get to completely understand the customization needs that might be required, and it even aids with respect to the flexibility needed in that collaboration exercise. So our engineers are always willing to work with our customers as long as they highlight to us, hey, these are the stringent product requirements that we need you to fulfill.
Great.
Any other questions? If there are no other questions, I just want to thank everyone for attending today. I hope this was beneficial for you as it was as much for us. And like I mentioned before, if there are any specific questions you have that we can help answer, maybe offline in an individual format, I'd love to set up some time to do that as well.
Thank you, everyone.
Anything else on your end?
No, that'll be all. We appreciate your time. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.